Hi, everyone. I am Areti Panou. I am in Heidelberg, Germany. I work for SAP. Today, I would like to talk about how quality fits in the DevOps world, and in particular, how does it fit in a DevOps framework like CALMS? And how did I start thinking about such things? I mean, they don't just come out of my head because a good colleague of mine asked me if I can do a presentation about quality strategy in DevOps. And I was very cocky and I said, yeah, sure, of course I can do it. I've been in quality for many, many years. This should be a very easy thing to do. And unfortunately, I didn't really think it through because I started thinking, what's the difference of a quality strategy in DevOps than a normal quality strategy? And even worse, what is a quality strategy? What can I put in this presentation? And I was a bit clueless, to say the least. So I started looking into all the books I like to read, like testing in DevOps, but not only from testing, but from DevOps books like Accelerate or Inspired from product management. I started looking into Twitter, my podcasts to see what I can come up with. And the first definition that I started looking into is what's quality. And quality is value to some person from Weinberg is a definition I've been going and been using for years. And I thought, okay, at least I have one part of what I need to do. And then when it came to strategy, then it became a bit more complicated. So I took a definition from product strategy. And I thought it's a system for achievable goals to deliver outcomes. And the outcomes are both the business and the users. And finally started looking into what's the definition of DevOps. And I picked up this one, where it's people that try to come together to develop, operate, and deploy a system. So I thought, okay, I started putting everything together and I ended up with a definition like this, cutting the pieces and putting them together. So quality strategy in DevOps is really a framework that involves the entire system to achieve values desired by the users. And I already knew of such a DevOps framework. I knew of CALMS. So I started thinking, okay, culture, automation, lean, measurement, sharing. This thing can deliver quality, but what do we need to do quality-wise within this framework to deliver a good product? And started thinking about quality in culture. Then I thought, okay, quality cannot be just a phase at the end, but it should be something that involves we all deliver good quality work. It's all of our responsibilities. Automation, of course, was the easy one, automate all the things, but why? Why should we automate the things? So if we automate the things that are repeated and we can break by doing a single mistake, then we have time to do the things that are more interesting and more fun to look into. When it comes to lean, I started thinking, okay, it doesn't really matter how good our team is. If the neighboring team is really struggling with quality, then our entire system is struggling with quality. So maybe we need to look as a system rather than piece by piece. And measurements, one of the things that people tend to do, and I did also, was to count bugs. But what about people that don't report bugs? Maybe it's more interesting to see what the people actually want rather what the people find that is wrong about our system. And finally, sharing. We share within our teams, but maybe we can learn beyond what we know within the development team. Maybe we can learn what the product managers know or the marketing people know. And when I looked again at the definition, which was not that good in the first draft as it is now, so I started thinking, okay, the frameworks is CALMS really. CALMS is a quality strategy that we can deliver quality through. And finally, I had my presentation. I was very happy with it. But then I thought, oh, is this only theory? Is this just a theoretical model I put in my head? Or is it something that I actually do on my day-to-day work? And when I was putting on my engineering hat from a development team perspective, I said, yeah, CALMS does make sense. It does make sense to automate things. It does make sense to measure things. It does make sense to share things with the team and neighboring other development teams. But because I started working as a product owner, I was also thinking from a product management perspective that it also makes sense because automating repeatable things allows us to deliver faster because we don't have this nuisance in the middle. Measuring things for success also made sense. So when I had another look at the definition, this entire system is a quality strategy that involves the entire system. And that system doesn't only involve the engineering aspects, but also the product management aspect. And that for me was quite a revelation that Calms and DevOps fit in both worlds and not just in the development world. So thank you very much for having me. You can take the presentation and click on all the links in the pictures to see the references, and hope you had a look into quality in DevOps and you liked it. Thank you.